we all know that tomorrow is the mini auction for Tata IPL 2026, which would take place in Dubai. So tomorrow is a very crucial date for IPL fans as well as cricket fans as well, because tomorrow we are going to see many bids on many players earning so much of money tomorrow, and many players also going to play for their new franchise as well. So to know all that, who could the teams pick as their new players, or which team the main players could play for, means the main names which we're looking for, searching for in this auction. Like big names are there such as Cameron Green, Jamie Smith, Liam Livingstone. Which teams could potentially target them, knowing their potential and the quality of these players? So that we would discuss in this video. So hope you would like this video. So now already we have seen many people join us, so we would start the video as fast as possible without wasting any time. So first of all, we have to know all the details about this auction. So the auction is going to take place tomorrow from 2 p.m. So you could see the live telecast at Star Sports, and as well as on Geo Hotstar. So this is the live telecast. You can see the mini auction tomorrow from 2 p.m. So this is going to be the starting of the mini auction for IPL 2026. So each team would not look to buy many players, because this is mini auction. You are going to build up your the spots where the players are lacking, means 2 or 3 players you are going to buy for the main team, and for rest are backup 7 or 8 players maximum it can fit in your team. So now, because most of the players are retained by the team, and those teams who have performed bad in the previous season like CSK, RR, they have to look for something new, as we can see. So first of all, let us discuss that who are the players to watch out in this mini auction. So I think first player that comes to your mind is Cameron Green. He misses out the 2020-25 IPL season due to injury. 2024 IPL season he played for RCB. There was a massive trade from Mumbai to RCB, and in 2023 he played for Mumbai as well. So he's been such a hot topic on internet right now. It's just amazing. Like there's hotcakes. They're selling hotcakes in the markets like that. It's trending on the internet currently. So Cameron Green, he is the number one player to watch out for in this mini auction. So which teams could potentially target him? As you can see the purse, so you already know that KKR has the maximum amount of purse for this auction, that is 64 crore. Second comes Chennai Super Kings, that is 45 crore or something like that they have. So I think KKR would surely target Cameron Green, because not only they have a huge purse, and Cameron Green is going to KKR for that purpose. I think another category matches him, that is Andre Russell, who has retired from IPL this season. Used to play for KKR this May season. He served KKR very well. So KKR would look for an replacement of Andre Russell, who can bat as well, power hitting, then who can ball as well. So if you look at that point, so I think Cameron Green could be a very good option for KKR to come up and look upon. And they have a huge marketing purse, so I think they should not be worried about that money purse could be high, so we cannot target him. KKR has 64 crore, means more than the teams that more than the purse that they had in the previous mega auction for IPL 2025. So that's the thing to watch out. So I think Cameron Green is going to win at least 30 crore in this mini auction. But one thing to note, that how much he earns, 30 32 potentially, he could get maximum 18 crore, and the rest money would go to BCCI for the domestic players, infrastructure, etc., means improvement of the matches like this. He would get a maximum of 18 crore, and the rest, suppose KKR buys him for 35 crore, so he would get only 18, and the rest 17 would get go to BCCI. So this is the rule that came last season, because he has not entered his name in the mega auction. And if you have not mentioned in the mega auction, so I think you cannot get more than 18 crore. Okay, so this is the rule, because each player should do like that they would pool before the mega auction and come up in mini auction and would earn a huge purse, as we saw previously. So that is not applicable now. It's a new rule, and that you have to maintain as well. Yeah, well, so watch the video till the end, then only you can understand the whole condition of it, and know the condition of your favorite team as well. So that's it. So the second player I think who is trending as well, that is Jamie Smith. So Jamie Smith is also a contender that who is going to KKR, because you might see that Quinton de Kock and Rahmanullah Gurbaz, both wicket-keepers batsmen, has been released by KKR this season ahead of this Tata IPL 2026. So Jamie Smith could be a potential good option, not opener. I think he could play the 3 or 4 on the middle order as well, but he can open as well. But I think he must be put in number 4 or 5 somewhat, which KKR lacks the last season. So KKR is, I think, going to bid for Jamie Smith as well. Not sure that he's going to KKR or not, but I think he's going to bid. KKR is going to bid for Jamie Smith as well, based on the performance he showed in the India England series and recently as well. And I think he can bat in any position in T20Is, in the up also, up order also, then middle order also, lower order also, then at top also. So like that, it could be. And, अच्छा, उपलक्ष, ये आपका नाम बोल रहे थे आप, बोल दिया, चलो। उपलक्ष, हाँ। चलिए भैया, भाईजान वीडियो देख लीजिए अंत तक, सब पता चल जाएगा। अच्छा, मुंबई इंडियंस मेरा फेवरेट टीम है। Okay, okay, I am going to discuss about them as well because look, Mumbai, I think there is not such many big discussion about Mumbai Indians because they have really very much less purse before this mini auction, because they have almost settled their team as well. I think the only slots they're looking for are the backups for the players if they get injured, so who might come in and play. So that is only, I think, Mumbai Indians is looking for. They have only purse of 7 crores, so I think they are not looking for to build a main team because they have already traded Arjun Tendulkar to LSG. Then Shardul Thakur came from LSG to them, and they also got Sharfan Rutherford from Gujarat as well. And already we saw last year the team was settled, but unfortunately crushed by Punjab Kings in the semi-finals. So Mumbai Indians team is settled. They are not looking to make any changes in the team, and I don't think so that must be made as well, because the way they have delivered the last season was exceptionally well. Unfortunately, they could not go to the final or eventually win it, but they really performed well. So Mumbai Indians does not need any that much of buys in this auction. They are just going to sit there, I think, just make some fun, take some fun, and just buy some local players for the replacement. Like if some players like Mitchell Santner gets injured, so who might come in and play the one or few matches. Then Deepak Chahar, injury prone players. So those kind of players replacement, I think they might be looking for, because they don't have a huge purse value as well, so as to target the big names that are in this auction. So Mumbai Indians team is already settled, so it's done. Now I think the third player who is on the topic as well. So he was not eventually on the list, trending list, you might say, because there were players who were released like Glenn Maxwell, Fab du Plessis, Moeen Ali. These players have pulled out from the mini auction. Andy Russell as well, he has retired. Okay, that's all we know, and became the power coach for this season. So that's all. So they could have earned many if they have came in the auction as well. So Livingstone now become, means I think he is going to earn at least 20 crore in this auction, at least 20 crore, because that kind of power hitter batsman from overseas, I think there are not such many players like Livingstone who can bowl both leg and off spin, then spinner and all-rounder batting ability, then hitting strikes. So Livingstone, I think, is going to earn at least 20 crore in this auction, and it would be huge boost for him as well, as Maxwell pulls out of this auction, ahead of this auction. Then um before this, Moeen Ali also pulls out, and Russell pulls out. So many big players have pulled out before this auction, because I think they were in fear that they are not going to get that many price in this auction, because based on the performance that they have delivered in the last season. So based on that, they have pulled out, and they don't want to, means what can I say, lower their category as well. So that's why they are going to play some leagues like PSL. Fab du Plessis said as well, because I think he knew that he's not going to get that much he earned. So that's why he pulled out of the league. So Livingston, I think, is one of the players which every team is looking for. Especially, I think CSK and KKR are the two teams. You might say that I am only mentioning KKR and CSK, these two teams, because they have the highest purse. And CSK, I think, needs such kind of bowler as well. Means Livingston as a batter, as a bowler, both you need, because you have already traded Jadeja to Rajasthan Royals, who can bat for you, hit some shots, then who can spin the ball as well. Spinner, exceptional spinner he was. So I think Livingston could be a good replacement for him, though it would not be like to like replacement, because he was an Indian, and you're getting one overseas slot filled up here with Livingston. So Livingston coming in would not be the like to like replacement, but you might say that it's a replacement, because Livingston is that kind of player who can hit big shots and can bowl both leg spin and off spin. So I think Liam Livingstone is the one who is going to earn many rupees in the auction that is going to come tomorrow. So number four player, I think that is also will be a hot topic. So that is a bowler that is Gerald Coetza that is released by Gujarat Titans. So look, I think Gerald Coetza might be one of the most expensive players. You might say not expensive, but one of the most because um, he means from since when he came into the auction, he used to earn a lot. First of all, in 2024, he went to Mumbai for 10 or something like that. Then this year also he went to Gujarat. Unfortunately, could not deliver according to the potential. He was bought in by the team by Ashish Nehra. So that was a concern, and he could not play all the matches as well. We saw last season. So Gerard Coates, I think, is going to earn at least 10-15 crore or minimum 10 crore. I think he's going to earn. So these are the means main players I have discussed: Green, Jamie Smith, and Livingstone. These three are the means I think they're going to earn 15 crore at least, and Green I think is 30 crore. You might say Livingstone also 17, 18 or 20 might be. Jamie Smith also 18 to 20. Minimum I'm saying 18. More than that it could be because his trend is now unreal. You might not say, but then I think now let us talk about the teams. Okay, who have not performed well in the last season. First of all, I think who have not performed well. Before that, I think we should move around to the all the teams. So first of all, let's come to the defending champions, Royal Challengers Bengaluru. What they might be looking in to do in this auction that is going to held tomorrow. So they have I think 17 crore of purse. So they're not going to do that much of things, that much of experiments tomorrow in the auction. They're just going to take some replacement players for the players like Josh Hazelwood, who often gets injured, and you might have, you should have a replacement player for him as well. And then for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar one, then I think for one spinner also you might need. Last year it worked well with Shuyash and Kunal, but this year I think you might need one extra spinner as well, which you can buy easily like Rahul Chahar, Ravi Bishnoi. These kind of bowlers are available in the market and you can buy it. You have that purse. So these are the things that RCB going to do. They're not going to do exceptionally big things. You are not expecting the for the first time you might say ever. I'm RCB fan, but every time we the paddles are up in this, especially in this mini auction, they have to make a lot more changes after that mega auction. But this time the team is already settled and defending champions already, so you don't have to do that much of changes in this mini auction. Next comes the finalist previous year, Punjab Kings. So Punjab Kings, as you know, released Josh English because he would not be available for the whole IPL season 2026. That's why he has been released from the team. So Josh English has been released by them. So no tension because their team is also settled. So they are not also going to do that many things in this auction. So they're also going to buy some replacement players as well. So that could be what they're also looking for. Then number three, Mumbai Indians, I already told, they're also looking for some replacement players to coming in, buy the slots, fill in the slots. Just they're just looking for filling the slots and nothing else. I think they're going to buy some domestic players and filling the slots and just replacement for the players. They're not going to buy any extraordinary names you might not see in the auction list in the team of Mumbai Indians tomorrow. That is okay. Number four team that is that is KKR. I have already discussed. So Cameron Green is the one who is going to be targeted by KKR, and I think I must bet you that KKR is going to buy him because Andre Russell's replacement KKR is finding obviously. So Cameron Green could be a huge one, and then Jamie Smith also because they need wicketkeeper batter as well. So Jamie Smith could be a very potential option. As well as that, I think if they go for a fast bowler as well, because Indian fast bowler they have Vaibhav Arora and Harshit Rana, so these two are their fast bowlers. So I think they must need another fast bowler of India at least. So I think they might target some other players like Shivam Mavi, homecoming you might say, Kamlesh Nagarkoti, homecoming, who used to play for KKR previously. So these two players I think might also come in the team. These are not means that much important as I discussed that Cameron Green and Jamie Smith's ones. So these might come. Then another name that comes to my mind it is that Michael Bracewell also may come in the team as spinning all rounder. So it might be like Sunil Narayan's one means replacement or somewhat you might say backup or what like that. Means if it doesn't work the whole season you might try Bracewell as well. His stats has been amazing in previous I think previously I saw in cracks, so it was amazing. You can see in the cracks as well. So this is what KKR is looking for. They have to make many changes and they have a huge purse, so they can do anything. They can buy I think 80% of the players are going to KKR. Means the kind of purse they have, but I think they're going to spend 30-35 crore on Cameron Green on buying him. So that's what you can expect tomorrow from KKR, and tomorrow it would be all clear that who is going to KKR. That is, that would be clear tomorrow. Next comes CSK. These teams also need a huge number of replacements, means huge number of changes, because last season was not according to the standards they set in before this. Many few years, means this 17 years they have set in the standards. CSK not qualifying for back-to-back 2 seasons is very much unreal. When CSK qualifies for IPL season, means for the playoffs, the headlines does not come in the newspapers. But when they fail to do that, so it comes, because that kind of standards they have set in for this long 17 years, though they have not played 2 seasons. You might have to tell, so this many 15 years they have set in this kind of standards, so that doesn't match their standards, so they need many changes. And I think Livingston is the one who is going to join this team for sure. You might say that. And I think Josh English, I think, could be another option, though it might not be your choice as well, because English is not going to play the whole season, you know that. So you might take the risk of buying English as well, because wicketkeeper batsman, destructive batsman, you might need some else of that sort as well. So you already have Devil Brevis. If Livingston comes in, it would be settled and lower back in the order. If you got Josh English in the middle order too, so it could be a fantastic batting lineup. And Mathisha Pathirana's replacement, I think, is also, I think, important for CSK. So I think Mathisha Pathirana's replacement, they could have a look for Matt Henry, then Wheeler Luke, this kind of players. I think they could have a look for as well. Next comes the fifth team is Rajasthan Royals. So Rajasthan Royals have traded their captain Sanju Samsung, and the first thing that comes to your mind is the captaincy. So captaincy we are not going to discuss in this video, because we are going to talk about the auction here. So auction plans. So I think Rajasthan going to buy some new players as well. So new bunch of players. They have already traded Nitish Rana to Delhi as well. Donovan Ferreira comes into their team. So what they actually need is just that they need another, I think, fast bowler as well. So from the market they could buy some local names as well, or some, they might go for some overseas options as well, because the overseas options are there in their team. So they might go for that. Those, I think, that could be all. And the team is now looking settled after the arrival of Jadeja and Sam Curran to some extent, you might say, but I think lot more changes are required there. So I think Rajasthan Royals is going to target, this is, I think, a big move, you might say, or big word by me, is going to target Prithvi Shaw. I think this is means you might not agree with me, but I think to some extent I'm having that gut feeling that Prithvi Shaw is going to be targeted by Rajasthan Royals this year somewhat. Why I doesn't know, but still I'm having that kind of feeling that Rajasthan Royals is going to target Prithvi Shaw this year for this IPL season as well. So let's see what happens. Their bowling lineup is almost settled. You can see Tushar Deshpande, Jofra Archer. Then I think they have Fazal Haq Faruqi. So this kind of bowlers are already there in their team. So it's okay, but if you could have better options as well, you might go for those options, but you don't have that kind of pulse as well. So I'm not going to discuss more about that, because you know that Rajasthan Royals is not having that kind of team this year as well, because they've traded Sanju Samsung, so many slots are going to be filled in. So they might target those players, but that those players have already discussed before this video, Livingstone. But I don't think so they have that kind of huge purse that to buy those players, to afford those players. I think they should go for some local names, or just to fill their slots, and to take some Indian players in their side by their side, and some one or two power hitters, like they might just go for Josh English, or I think all rounder like Jason Holder. So Jason Holder is not that much means exceptional in this IPL tournament so far. So Jason Holder could be the target as well as a power hitter, because it lacks them. Though they have Hetmeyer, and with the arrival of Jadeja, Sam Curran, so they have already two overseas, then Jofra Archer three overseas, and they have released their two spinners that they have bought in the last year, that is Thikshan and Hasaranga, and Jadeja came in. So they might need one spinner as well, so they might go for Ravi Bishnoi as well, because he has been put in the auction as well. So I think Ravi Bishnoi is also going to be targeted by Rajasthan Royals, because they need another spinner, so along with Jadeja, to form a duo kind of thing. So that is what Rajasthan is looking for. Next come the sixth team, that is Sunrisers Hyderabad. Sunrisers Hyderabad last year they had a huge potential, but couldn't deliver it at all, because their lineup was looking beast. But when it came to the stage, they completely failed, because of their mindset, you might say, attacking from the beginning, losing their wickets, and in the mindset of scoring 300, they're unable to score 150, 180, 200 like this. So this all happened last year. They would like to rectify that, and I think their batting order is well, you might say last year what happened, but still it is looking very much dangerous now also. I think fast bowling unit they have already traded to Lucknow Mohammad Shami, so I think they might go for some local names as well, like Shibamma, B. Kamlesh Nagarkoti, this kind of players they might go for, or somewhat to some extent I feel that they might go for overseas bowlers like Enric Nokia, then you might go for Willow Rook, Matt Henry. These kind of players are also set in the team. So those kind of players might be looking, or you might say some if you need some all-round options like coming to Mendes kind of players. So you might get for Copper Connolly as well. So those are the things that I have to mention. In Rajasthan also, I forgot to mention that Cooper Connolly could be a potential option for them because they have spin. He also gives some spin. Then also batting, as we saw in the India-Australia match, second ODI, where Cooper Connolly and Mitchell Owen played really very well now. And so Cooper Connolly, I think, could be targeted by them as well. So these are things that are going to be worked around by Sunrisers Hyderabad. They also does not need that much change, but yet they need some changes as well. Means not like that Mumbai or RCB that they might not just need that much change. Means I'm not saying that the whole unit must be changed, but I think some changes are needed because last year they failed to perform. So somewhere they failed, so they have to rectify that. And on their basis, I think they might need an all-rounder. Indian all-rounder option would be best, but if they get overseas also, they have already overseas slot fitting, that is Klassen, Head and Cummins. So one overseas slot, that is Cooper Corner, you might get, or you might go for any fast bowler option as well like Matt Henry. So you have to sacrifice Cummins or Connolly if you buy. So that is what you are looking for. Now seventh team, that is Lucknow Super Giants. This is I think a very big team, you might say, for this season actually, because they have traded they have got Mohammad Shami this time in their team, by their team, and Arjun Tendulkar also came into their team from Mumbai Indians, and so their team looks well, and they have three overseas batters in their top four, that is Mitchell Marsh, Nicholas Pudan, and Aiden Markham. So these are all the players that are in their top four. So three for overseas are in their top four. So David Miller has been released, so there is one slot left. So I think they might go for Josh English. As I said, Josh English is going to be a huge name here, underrated hero like player. Though the IPL teams know that he's not going to play the whole season, but if you can play, खेल ले यार, खेलना चाहता है तो खेल ले, like that kind of situation में राइस means आग से खेल रहा है, खेलना चाहता है तो खेल ले, like that means they know that he is not going to play, but if you want to play you have to play, means you can play, means मतलब you can play means वो नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, मतलब बोल रहा हूँ कि वो जानते हैं कि पूरा सीजन तो नहीं खेल रहा है, so they know that he is not going to play the whole season as well. So but knowing his potential and what he delivered in the last season for PBKs, I think they might go for him. You never know that, means teams large में आकर कर सकता है, teams may become greedy for getting him. So Josh English could be potential one. Otherwise, I think if you need finishers, so I think if you need finishers as well by your side, so you might have options as well, like Liam Livingstone could be a potential one. As I said, CSK going to target him. You might also go for him. Michael Bresswell. These are all the slots because he gives some spin, then some batting as well. Then all rounder you lacks in your team, as I said before. So you might get him. Or if you need some extra pacer as well. So Matt Henry, who has already played for you, might also come into the team as well. So these all are the changes. So Gerard Coates there, even if you need some batting as well down the order and some fast bowling, and if you need some spin, so you can get for Rahul Chahar as well, Indian option, and overseas Josh English you might put in, or some other players, and Rahul Chahar with the spin. So this might all happen. So they have already spinner Digvesh Rathi, so they might go for Rahul Chahar, another spinner, and fast bowler Shami, Arjun Tendulkar, then Mayank Yadav if he gets fit. So it would be very very good news for LSD, and if he doesn't get fit, so I think they have to look for the replacements as well. So that is what they have to work around, because they have to understand that whether Mayank is going to play the whole season or not. So that is also they are playing with fire, you might say, because he has been retained by 11 crore by LSG team. So he has been trusted. Last year he fully missed, one match or two match, probably one match he played against Mumbai Indians. So that was what uh, they played with last season. I think this season they have retained him, and let's see that and hope that he would play. It's a gain for both Lucknow as well as for Indian teams as well. Now the eighth team is Gujarat Titans. So Gujarat Titans, I think they are going to buy back. I think David Miller. David Miller might come into their team because last season we saw that top three of Gujarat Titans was very destructive. And when the top three got out and the middle order and the finisher were exposed, we might see that there were collapses in the middle as well. So the middle order were when they were exposed, they found difficulties in playing. So that's what I am going to say. You have to buy proper middle order batsmen, lower down the order, finisher type players like David Miller, who is already there in the auction. So David Miller could be the potential target, and Gujarat Titans rest they do not need any other changes because they are already fast bowlers like Prashida Krishna, Kagiso Rabada, Mohammad Siraj, spinners like Sai Kishore, Rashid Khan. So these all, then Sundar, Washington Sundar. So what is it's a fabulous team. They only need the lower back in the order batters along with Saruk Khan, Rahul Tewatia. You have already traded Stefan Rutherford, so there is one slot left. So you might go on to buy back David Miller, who played a very crucial role in winning you the 2020-22 IPL, 2023 IPL's finals. He played a very crucial role. So David Miller might come back to Gujarat Titans. It might happen, but you never know. Gujarat Titans might go for him. Let's hope that he would come back again. Homecoming, we might see. So the ninth team that we would discuss in this video, ninth and 10th teams. So two teams are left in this video to be discussed. So that are I've already discussed: RCB, Punjab, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, KKR, Lucknow, Gujarat. So two more teams are left. So we are going to discuss about those two as well. So I hope you have already watched this video till now. Many viewers, I think, saw 45 to 50 people, I think, in total have seen it. I think more it could be. So thanks for the support you have shown. So now let me discuss the rest two teams as well. I will discuss RCB, then Punjab, the previous year finalist, then Mumbai, then Chennai, then KKR, then Hyderabad, then Lucknow, then Gujarat. Now comes Delhi Capitals. Delhi Capitals. So it's a team who started really well in the last season. So they have already traded Donovan Ferreira and brought in Nitish Rana to their opening slot. They have released Jake Fraser McGurk. They have released Duplessis, who has pulled out of the auction and went to play the PSL and would go to play the PSL. So first of all, I think the opening slot is empty, so Prithvi Shaw might be the target as well. Rajasthan Royals, as I said, Prithvi Shaw might be targeted by them, but Prithvi Shaw might be targeted by Delhi Capitals once again, and he might come back to play for Delhi Capitals as you used to see in the 2019, 2020, 2021, or even 2022 seasons. So Delhi Capital might buy back Prithvi Shaw, homecoming you might see. Otherwise, I think Abhishek Podal and KL Rahul opening, and number 3 you might see Nitish Rana. So Nitish Rana's ideal position is number 3, 4. So not below that you might put him. So that is what you have to look forward as well. And T Natarajan, I think, might get the chance this season. Last year he was not fully fit, as told by Hemant Badani, their head coach. So they have told that T Natarajan was not fully fit the last season. That's why he was not meant to play. So we thought that he was being dropped for no reason, but that was not actually the reason. So T Natarajan is going back to the teams, coming back to the team. So the fast bowling lineup looks like this: Mitchell Stark, T Natarajan, Dusmanta Chamira. So these 3 fast bowlers. So along with that, I think they might add 1 or 2 more, like Shivam Mabi. They might add in their team for Indian fast bowlers, or if they go for foreign players like Enric Nokia, who used to serve Delhi Capitals for 2 to 3 years span. I think he served Delhi Capitals, and at that time he was in his peak, at his peak. So I think Enric Nokia might come back to Delhi Capitals as well. So that is what you're looking for. And another thing that Delhi Capitals comes in, whenever Delhi comes to my mind, it comes that captaincy might be changed from Akshar Patel to someone new. Might be you might see that KL Rahul captaining the side, or some other like Tristan Stubbs, or they might buy some captaincy materials like you might say Josh English. They might buy as well, but I don't think so that they need Josh English. But Akshar Patel, I think there's a huge possibility that he's going to be removed from the captaincy this time, and new captain is going to be named for Delhi Capitals this time. So you might see that Delhi having a new captain. That would not surprise you much, because last time Delhi Capitals started really very well. So that was looking that Delhi is going to win this IPL for fun. But the last thing that happened, the collapse we saw back to back, losing the match after that break. So that was where Delhi Capitals actually broke into pieces. So this time they would not like to do the same mistakes. They would like to target some players like Prithvi Shaw, as I said, then Enric Nokia, Shivam Mavi, Kamlesh Nagarkoti, even some other local talents you might, I think, say as well. So those kind of players are going to be targeted by Delhi Capitals. Now let us discuss the last team. What is the last team I can remember? So wait a minute. I have discussed what. Let me first of all recap. RCB I have discussed. Punjab I have discussed. Then Mumbai, Chennai 4, KKR 5. Now Delhi, then Hyderabad, Lucknow, Gujarat. So these 9 teams I have discussed. So what's the 10th team actually? Wait a minute. I think I've discussed all the teams here. Yes, I've discussed all the teams. So Rajasthan, I'm not saying. So Rajasthan is also discussed. So RCB, Punjab, Rajasthan, Hyderabad, CSK, Mumbai, Delhi, Lucknow, Gujarat. So all has been discussed. So I think I was telling somewhere wrong. So Hyderabad is also discussed. So all the 10 teams are discussed, and here are the guidelines that you might follow. That some teams require full means the fully means the whole unit must be changed. Some teams the whole unit must not be changed, but in some parts they have to be changed. Otherwise, we saw in the last season that they were not performing well, like CSK. The whole unit you might not have to change, because last season in the backward ends, means in the last end, you got some new players like Ayush Matre, Urvir Patel, Deval Brevis. This time you have traded Sanju Samsung. So this kind of players came into your side, and I think you don't need that much of change as well. But you might some change, like those middle order that set up into team last year, like Vijay Shankar, Deepak Huda. These kind of players had to be released, and they have been released. Rahul Tripathi. So this kind of players have been released and thrown away from your team as well. So those changes you have already seen, and you need some more changes in the auction table that I've already discussed. KKR 2, RCB well settled, Mumbai well settled, Punjab well settled. So these are the well settled teams, and some teams fully require the change, means full change must be done here. So that is what we have discussed in this video. I hope that you have liked this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe the channel, and subscribe the channel for more content like this, for more updates, more analysis, more cricket edits and what not. So if you have not subscribed this channel, I think you are doing a very big mistake, and you would regret for that afterwards. So don't forget to subscribe this channel and do it right now. So thanks for watching till the end, and I hope that you would watch the auction tomorrow. So it would be a very fun day tomorrow for cricket fans. So don't forget to watch the auction at 2 p.m. from at 2 p.m. at only at Star Sports Network and Geo Hotstar. Thanks for watching till the end. Good night.